Okay, hello. How are you?
Hi, Michael. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Likewise. So, we're talking to Cinqué Lee today. I'm very excited about this. And please tell my audience about the plot of your film, Last Ride.
The Last Ride is about three kids, teenager boys, trapped in a cable car during a celestial event, and which causes them to be stranded up there, and they are are left to their own devices because they feel forgotten, and it's a life and death situation happening for them.
Right. And are you claustrophobic?
I don't think I am. No, no.
Okay, are you afraid of heights?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. There's no way in the world I could have actually gone up into a cable car to shoot that movie. Forget it. Would
Oh
not
my
have
god.
happened.
I'm in Canada, right? So sometimes I'm shoveling snow off the roof, and I get a little afraid up there sometimes, even though I'm far
Yeah.
away. I don't, you feel a little exposed, a little uncomfortable, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, hanging up there, I'm afraid of heights like no, like it's nobody's business. And so, coming up the story, I wanted to have something where it was sort of like Lifeboat meets, you know, um Um, what's the other film where the English kids are trapped on an island after the plane crashes? I can't think of it.
Lifeboat, that's the Hitchcock one, though, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Lifeboat's the Hitchcock one. Yeah,
yeah,
every man
yeah,
for
yeah.
himself. So I wanted to have these kids who turn on each other and even though they're best friends, and then when it comes down to the nitty gritty, they have to rely on each other. So I wanted to. It's a coming of age kind of slash horror science fiction film. Because
True.
what goes through these kids' minds, through their eyes, it's what we're going through. So we're like, oh no, maybe it's true. These kids are left their own stuff and they don't know what the hell's going on. And we don't either. So it's kind of a strange mystery going on.
It's definitely primal. How did you film the stuff in the gondola? I assume you weren't up in the air.
Yeah, yeah. I originally wanted to shoot it. I wrote it just to have it in one location film, and because I thought it'd be cheap. I just wanted to hang the gondola, a real size, cable car in front of a rear projection screen and to shoot it that way, just to get it all on camera so I wouldn't have to post. What ended up happening when I was looking at stages, the LED volume came out, with the real engine, which they shot the Mandalorian. And lo and behold, one of my actors, Finnish actors, who I asked him if we could shoot in Finland, they have mountains. He was like, no, it flies a pancake. But then he's like, actually, my friend just sold his company, Miko. He made this game called Clash of Clans. He sold it to Tencent, and he's like, "Okay, I'm out. I want to make film." So he built a studio in Helsinki, Finland, with the LED volume stage. And my film, he's like, "Let's make a movie." So my film turned out to be the first production that they did. So yeah, so we had basically what ended up was we hung our cable car in front of a LED volume. It's basically in front of a high definition TV screen. So you don't have to light it. You don't have to do post. Everything you see on set, what you're getting in camera. My three kids react to what's going on outside. We got the grip swinging the cable car, throwing them around. So it was a lot of fun.
I
Yeah.
remember Carl Weathers talking about it, and he said, you don't all have to imagine what you're seeing. You could have three different people thinking of three different things and having three different facial expressions, but you're all seeing the same thing together. That must be really advantageous.
It is. It's great because also you can light from that too. So our kids looking at the sun, and our sun is throwing sun rays into the shot, and the kids are being lit by that, so they can react to the cold weather and the light that's changing and stuff like that. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's
It
really
really
exciting
is.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, which one
And
of your characters here did you relate to the most?
uh, Sid.
Okay, and tell people
Sid.
about Sid.
Well, Sid is kind of the link between his two friends. He's sort of the go-between guys. Three kids trapped in a cable car. Uh, and Sid is sort of, the go-between between his friend who is sort of, you know, softer,
Mm-hmm.
and his other friend who is brash as all hell. Who's the tough kid who can do a lot of stuff, talks a lot of shit, but that. So he's sort of the mediator between the two of them. So
Oh,
yeah, I
so
guess I
you
picked that
you
up.
relate to that in your own life?
Yeah, I relate to these three characters. I actually, sorry if I'm young. It's actually based on two friends of mine who I lost contact with. So it's sort of a look back nostalgic time I had with these friends because most of my friends I'm still in touch with from first grade, and these are friends that I lost contact with. So it was,
Interesting. Did you
yeah,
find a certain piece, or did you find it conjured up pains at times?
yeah, it conjured up nostalgic, pains. It was very kind of, heartbreaking for me. I got to say things in the script that I didn't get a chance to tell these guys. If I, that I should have told them and stuff like that. So yeah, it's very, very, yeah. And I imagined what their reaction would be, you know.
Are they still with us? What if they reached out to you after this?
You know what? Some friends of mine were looking for them, and right before the film was doing film festivals, one of my friends was like, "I found them." Like, no, we called this number, and I did find one of them. And he's like, "Yeah, I've been sitting here in Queens at my mother's house. What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I know where you lived all my life." Yeah. So we actually got to see the film, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is crazy. I never thought I'd ever see you again, that you're actually sitting at this film festival watching a movie." So that was just
That's surreal.
crazy. It was crazy. Yeah.
I love that. What did you learn about working with child actors from this experience?
Well, I'd worked with kids before. Back in the 90s, I co-wrote a film with my siblings called Crooklyn. And
Oh yeah,
yeah,
classic.
and my sister and I went we pretty much cast that film. We went to all the public schools and all these things. We went through hundreds of kids. So, auditioning them and working with them and stuff like that. So I had some experience with kids, even though it was a million years ago. Yeah.
Was I'm just trying to remember because I did see this film. Was the track Crooklyn Dodgers made for like was there was like a music video that like had clips of the movie? Am I just
Hmm.
making things up?
No, that was a track made for the film, and
Yeah,
yeah, it was over the end credits.
that is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
great song.
yeah,
That is so cool.
absolutely. But I love working with kids. There were three English kids, and when they got the set, they were very proper. And I was like, nope, we're not doing this. You guys are not going to wait for the other guy's line. You know what I mean? It's like you're going to step in his line, and
Right,
you
right, right, right.
and if you don't get your point across, you're going to repeat yourself. And you guys are going to be talking like there's no parents around. You'll be cursing like they saw the script. I was like, you got to let loose. So I just tried to let them get in character. And I'm like, this is 1982. You guys are not allowed during in between takes to go to your phone, your laptop. You can only play in this 1982 game console that we brought in that had, like Missile
That's
Command
funny.
and Lunar Lander. So I try to keep them in that era with not, being stranded, so to speak, you know,
Okay,
not
let's
be able to
say
communicate.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you could work with any contemporary director right now. Well,
Mm.
yeah, right now contemporary. Anyways, you can work with any contemporary director as an actor. Who would it be?
Oh, well, that wish has already come true already. That was Jim Jarmusch.
Yeah, that's so cool.
and
What do you
and
have a favorite
Matthew.
role of your own from Jim?
Oh, definitely Mystery Train,
Right,
which is
right,
way
right.
back, was it back in the 80s, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And what
But
about for your brother Spike Lee?
what about him?
What your favorite role of your own in one of your brother's movies?
I I've maybe been in probably a role he made in the late mid 70s that he made on Super 8. That was a good one that I
What's it
was in.
called? That's a
I don't
deep
remember the
cut.
name of it. Yeah, yeah, I don't remember the name of it.
Is that the what we shave heads or something?
No, that was his 16 millimeter Joe's Bedside Barbershop. That was an NYU
Right.
film that he did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you were what was the last one? Was it The Sweet Blood of Jesus?
I think I was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I played a bellhop in Jim Jarmusch's movie. I played a bellhop in Spike's Old Boy.
Yeah, right, old boy,
And
yeah.
I played like a manservant in The Sweet Blood of Jesus. So I'm a professional bellhop kind of guy. I'm the guy for that kind of stuff.
Okay, so I've got to ask you, at
Please.
the end of Do the Right Thing, we get the MLK Jr. and Malcolm X quotes. They sort of
Mm.
contrast, sort of complement each other. Who do you think was more right at the end of Do the Right Thing?
Do the right thing. Uh, I don't remember the quotes, but I'm gonna go with
It was
um
basically just like saying, peaceful protest or by any means necessary.
I always love by any means necessary. I always love that. You know,
Okay.
that's Public Enemy, that's 90s, that's that street, that's from from the bottom up, you know, boots on the ground kind of thing, which I love, you know.
Oh, okay. I think we could do a whole other interview on packaging that. I've got like 2 minutes here, but uh, what do you think about the current state of America?
It's it's
You've got 1 minute.
yeah, I think we're in a transition, so to speak, you know. We're going to come out the side of this one way or another, and I'm despite what's going on, I'm hopeful, you know.
uh,
That
I think that's how you have to be, right? We all have
yeah,
to just try our best here.
yeah, I totally am.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I had a lot of fun chatting with you about Last Ride and various other topics. Hopefully, I didn't get
Yes.
you into too much trouble there.
Never.
Is
I'm from Brooklyn. Try and
right,
get
right,
me in
right.
trouble. Thank you,
There,
Michael.
there you go. Is there a final thought you would like to end this interview with?
Yeah, I will, please take a look at Last Ride if you get a chance. It's streaming, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a roller coaster ride, and you'll if you don't know what it is, it's lots of genres, and it's a serious ride. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.